pulling up pretty, I'm all through the city.
Bags in my bag, why I been? I was talking scripture in the pen. They hate that I be keeping his command. Shabbatins over here, amen. Even though they on my name, but me and these rappers ain't the same. everybody looking like it's
Please report any violations of these rules. Security for arena staff.
Welcome to 2K Sports. We have the NBA coming up. Great to have you with us. Hi, everyone. This is Kevin Harlan. Alongside tonight, Greg Anthony and Stan Van Gundy. With Allie LaForge reporting from the sideline. So a moment now to see the story for Chet Holmgren.
The field goal percentage has spiked in the past 5 games. It's up a lot from what it had been earlier this season, and with every game that it continues to rise, his confidence does as well. We'll see if he stays in that mode tonight.
Now Golden State's starting 5. We've got Brandon Pajemski. Porter is out there with MV. And it's Chet Holmgren. And it's Robinson. In at the 5 spot. And for Sacramento, Lou Dort out there with Moran. Then there's Lala. And it's Oliver. And it's the center locking down the middle. And they call an illegal screen here. Coach, this is a game we always look forward to. Pair of conference rivals going head-to-head, toe-to-toe. It should be a beauty.
Well, Kevin, you know, this is the NBA at its best. No need to hype this one up. This matchup provides its own hype, and you can hear the fans are as hyped up as we are. A well-executed pull-up is so tough to stop. MP already showing that he has that shot in his skill set.
And so, MP will bring it up for the Warriors. Their last encounter was in the Bay Area.
And it was pretty much a cakewalk for them the last time these two squared off and had a clear advantage on the backboard.
Yeah, but they can expect a whole lot more resistance this time around. No team likes to lose the rebounding.
We know things can get heated between these two, Grant. No love lost in this matchup.
And that competitive fire, it grows when you're in the same conference. You get to see each other so often. You know, BA, I think we're in for some...
You know, when you break down these teams, Greg, they are excellent on the defensive end.
Yeah, so let's give credit to their coaches. So they prepare their teams well, motivating their guys to give that consistent effort.
Setting the floor for the Warriors. We've got Brandon Pajemski. Robinson is out there with Chet Holmgren.
Well, points won't be easy to come by in this one, Stan. We have two of the toughest defenses in the league here.
Yeah, look, the way these teams can rotate and cover for each other is phenomenal. They know that defense is their identity, and they pride themselves.
On the floor for the Warriors, Mitchell Robinson is out there with Holmgren. Then it's MP, then there's Brandon Pajemski, and it's Porter in at the 2.
And they're building up steam, getting out in front and trying not to look back.
Well, look, we've seen that no lead is safe these days. You got to keep scoring and extending that margin.
Here's Moran after the Warriors pick it up.
Setting the floor for the Warriors. Chet Holmgren out there with Pajemski. Then it's Mitchell Robinson. Then it's Michael Porter. And it's Alston in at the point guard position. And once again off the mark by Sacramento.
They're scoreless here early after their first 4 shots. They right now are searching for the desire to win. It fuels MP. He does.
Sacramento's gone 0-3 from three-point land. Nothing yet going outside. Back to Morant. Floats one up. It's rebounded by Golden State.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
I'm sure they'll think twice about shooting against him next time.
Now, here's MT. Against Phoenix, he was really on his game. He had a nice open look right there.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
And Billy Donovan wants a timeout. He made the decision to huddle up with his guys and talk about strategy. And for the Western Conference, we have a chance now to recognize our Player of the Week, MP.
Well, he's been an absolute magician when the ball has been in his hands. There isn't any aspect of the offense that he hasn't contributed in, and it's been a pleasure to watch. I mean, unless you are an opposing coach, then his play has been a vivid nightmare.
Slow going for him this quarter. The defense putting up a good fight.
Three-pointer, and the Warriors, another 3.
Not a contestant piece from out there. He is more than capable from 3.
The Kings trail by 15. Pass to Simpson. Here's Dort to end the run. Robinson pulls it in.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Back to Alston. Driving in. That's his 4th basket of the game, and he's only taken 4 shots to a good start.
Yeah, they're going to have a nice little run here.
Pass to Simpson. Takes a 3. It's up and it's off the mark. He's over 1. Let's go to the sideline and see what Allie LaForce has dug up for us. Allie, take it away.
Caught up with head coach Billy Donovan. Coach thinks that they can push Chet Holmgren out of the comfort zone, and he's okay with making him a jump shooter. He said on the perimeter, he may as well be any shooter. We can guard that. Once he's on the inside, though, the advantage is his. So we have to prevent that as much as we can. Back to you, Kevin.
Great work as always, Allie. Thank you. And a wide open look for Porter. Trains the three-pointer. Porter's got 6 points.
Yeah, that's too good a look to give him from behind the arc.
And Billy Donovan wants a timeout. He's going to take a few moments here to check in with his team and regroup. Let's take a look at the numbers for Chet Holmgren. Here's Rollins. He's defended by Pajemski. He lobs up the alley-oop pass. Morant against MP. And he gets it to go. He's got 14.
And you look at this scoring outburst by MP. What's incredible is he still has room to grow.
And stolen by MP.
Oh, yes! What did he just do? MP showing some insane athleticism.
Just a terrific perspective of that dunk from the Connected Cam. Brought to you by AT&T. And the Kings with possession. Looking for the first basket of the game. They couldn't put the pieces together, losing the last matchup with the Lakers.
And guys, there's really a fine line between being aggressive and being out of control.
over, but God picked me.
The lines become so claim you saved, drinking, smoking, gambling, partying, looking like prostitutes and strippers. And you represent Christ, you represent clubs, you represent parties, you represent strippers, you represent prostitution, and you represent singing.
And so Moran will bring it up for the Sacramento Kings. Looking for their first basket of the game. And so in the game for the Warriors, MP is out there with Michael Porter. Then there's Brandon Podziemski. Then there's Holmgren. And it's Robinson in at the 5, roaming the paint.
Let's go to Hebrews chapter 10, cause there's no longer a sacrifice if you will fully sin. They say Christ need to chill, cause he gon' make a man again. I don't care who get offended, but I'm still going in. Children of Satan are obvious. Tell me who are you? If you don't practice righteousness, you're not a God. Yeah, it's true. 1 John chapter 3, verse 10. Read it through. Number 6, cause you know somehow with Christ, now you know. And I know that it's confusing, cause the church is telling lies. And you know the world gon' hate you, so please don't be surprised. And it's verse 13. First the whole Jew dies, we see knowledge just the truth, then you can open your eyes. I ain't like these sucky Christians from real life snaps. They gon' say I'm wrong, but I just gotta slam me, man.
Like the big man, the game was dropping bangers. You ain't never
seeing you say have control of my flesh. I had to fight. It's a narrow path, so I know the world won't like it. If you a child of God, you practice righteousness.
Setting the floor for the Warriors. They've got Holmgren. Porter is out there with MP. And it's Robinson. And it's Podziemski in at the 3. Now here's Moran. Still yet to score. After Rollins. Here we are over halfway through the season right now, Stan, and these teams have certainly come a long way to this point.
Well, Kevin, every season is a journey, and you have to applaud the work ethic of these guys to keep competing even as the wear and tear of the season adds up.
Boy, do they look sharp. I mean, everything falling for us.
And Moran's got the ball here for the Kings. Nothing yet up on the scoreboard for them. Outside, Dort. No good. They had a chance to end the run there.
All right, I'm just going to say it. He's 0 for the game. Might be time to stop shooting the ball.
And MP throws it down hard.
Oh, man, MP needs to be young again.
And that great replay brought to us by the AT&T Connected Cam. Now, George. 12 points his last outing. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
And now, let's swing it over to Allie LaForge on the sideline.
Well, MP in the last matchup against the Suns played some superb basketball. He had an unbelievable amount of points, and he registered a triple-double, showing off all of his skills. He was locked in all night long. We'll see if that focus carries over into this game. Guys,
great stuff, Allie. We thank you. Greg, it was obvious he was having a lot of fun out there. Tremendous situation.
I'll tell you.
You don't want to lose your fans. God is at hand, supposed to kill your old self and become new. So why you still acting like the same you? You can't change the word, it's supposed to change you. How was it not the word of God? Look how it came true. I say the Bible and they get offended, of course. Now we got grown men competing with women in sports. They got trannies on Disney, look how it's getting forced. Giving kids puberty blockers, addicted to the course. They sexualizing our
And Sacramento has possession. Nothing up yet on the scoreboard for them. On the floor for the Warriors. We've got Brandon Podziemski, Michael Porter out there with MP. Then there's Mitchell Robinson. And it's Holmgren in at the 4 slot. And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
Thanks, guys. Well, MP in their last time out against Phoenix was outstanding. He ended up with a jaw-dropping amount of points and put up double digits in 3 categories. That night will be etched in people's memories. He was relentless. I'm curious to see how he follows it up. Guys?
Oh, great stuff, Allie. Absolutely. He was a one-man show in that one, Grant.
Yeah, he was not going to let them lose that game. We'll see if he comes in with that same mentality tonight.
And I'll be interested to see if the opposition looks to double him, because this should open up opportunities for his teammates to get going.
And it's the Kings with the ball after the Warriors picking up a basket just a moment ago. Dort against Porter. Outside Morant. Just 3 to shoot.
You encourage, Lord God.
And Golden State looking at who they play. Porter is out there with MV. Then there's Holmgren. Then there's Brandon Pajemski. And it's Robinson in at the 5 spot. Now we'll hear from Allie LaFleur since he's got a story for us. An update. Allie?
Well, MP in the last matchup against the Suns played some superb basketball. He had an unbelievable amount of points, and he did everything else he could have wanted as well, ending with a triple-double. Such an impressive effort. The team relied on him, and he delivered.
Great stuff, Allie. He was in attack mode all night. We saw that really prepared. Whoa! He threw in there. Wow!
Oh, man, MP, to be young again.
Like to thank AT&T for bringing us that spectacular look from their connected cam. And so it's Dort with it. He brings it up to the King. Still without a basket in the game. Morant passes to Oliver. Porter against Dort. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Morant over Austin.
Unfortunately for them, they're reeling at this point.
So true. Very little going their way right now at either end of the floor.
And so in the game for the Warriors, we've got Mitchell Robinson. MP is out there with Michael Porter. Then there's Brandon Pajemski. And it's Holmgren in at the power forward.
Here's Morant. Still without a basket. And Golden State looking at who they play. Michael Porter's out there with MV. Then it's Robinson. Then it's Chet Holmgren. And it's Pajemski in at the small forward position. Now here's Morant. Just 5 to shoot. Trying to end the drought. The Warriors pull it in. Their last encounter was in the Bay Area.
And the last meeting of these two teams, they were really sharp defensively, disrupting the flow of their offense and causing a ton of turnovers.
That was the key factor, and it has to have a carryover effect. You get in a team's head when you cause them to make that many mistakes.
Let's check in now with our Allie LaFleur, who's got a story for you. Allie?
Well, MP in the last matchup against the Suns played some superb basketball. He dropped an amazing number of points, and that's not to mention the fact that by the end of the night, he had a triple-double. Truly, one of the most exceptional performances we've seen in recent memory. A monster night for him. Back to you.
Hey, Allie, thanks for the great report. It certainly was a special night for him, but...
Full of massive energy with enough toxic masculinity to die on the cross for whatever you speak.
Bryson, you need to calm down.
Huh? What? No, sir. I be going ham, but I be eating kosher. This sure coming back. Time is getting closer. Jesus take the
Here's Morant.
Keep it sober. Coming in, but I'm not a boaster. God said warn the wicked and I tell them closer. Ooh, let me hit my dance. The Holy Spirit in me, that my hype man. The Father sent his son, that's his right hand. These titles, they can't say you, I know Christ can. But he the king. I don't pop no pills and I do not sell no lean. I fix my marijuana bar, I'd rather keep it clean.
The Warriors on D, trying to get something.
Stop sipping for these women that can't even cook it clean. Satan using music to influence, can't you tell? When did all your favorite rappers start to paint their nails? And they wearing dresses leading them like you to hell. Labels they not caring as long as the album sells. Listen, I gotta work something different. Don't care about your opinion. Say that I'm different. Say that I'm going through the vision. Figures don't come with conviction. I am alone with the vision. Swear staying in all of this millions. Lose it all, that's a cost for reason. And I know they want me part of the system.
You need to calm down.
Huh? What? No, sir. I be going here, but I be eating kosher. We sure coming back. Time is getting closer. We playing now cause you can't do it when it's sober.
Pass to Oliver.
Hit the wheel, he my chauffeur. Used to do the drink, now I keep it sober.
DeRozan outside. 5 to shoot. Their offense stone cold. Another miss there. You know, people call DeMar DeRozan the modern master of the mid-range.
Well, he's earned that with his mid-range efficiency and scoring. It's an area a lot of offenses.
I just think they mad at shining light and I am solar. A polar ice is melting, global warming got us hot. But that ain't global warming.
Here's Morant. Here's DeRozan. Kicks it to George. And another miss by Sacramento. And so in the game for the Warriors, they've got MP, Walker out there with Rudy Gobert. Then it's Anthony Black, and it's Bufkin in at the 2.
Well, part of the game plan was to neutralize the crowd. And guess what? Mission accomplished.
There is no doubt about it. They've done a great job minimizing all of the external factors.
And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Thanks, guys. Well, MP in their last time out against the Suns played some superb basketball. He dropped an amazing number of points, and he really stuffed that stat sheet for them, ending up with a triple-double. What a game for him, and against their rivals, no less, which had to make him feel extra special. Guys, back to you.
All right, Allie, thanks for the update. Impressive ability to carry his team to victory, Greg.
Yeah, B.A., I was really impressed. They wouldn't have won the game if it wasn't for his attacking mindset and will to win.
Got to.
There's 1:38 left in the first quarter. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Setting the floor for the Warriors. They've got Anthony Black. Walker out there with Gobert. Then it's MP. And it's Pumpkin in at the shooting guard. We're now joined by our sideline reporter, Allie LaForce. Allie, it's all yours.
Thanks, guys. Well, MP in their last time out against Phoenix was outstanding. He had an unbelievable amount of points and put up double digits in 3 categories. And with the flashy numbers he put up in that one, it's worth the price of admission just to see how he follows it up. Guys?
Thanks as always, Allie, for that great report. You're right. He was a one-man wrecking crew in that one.
Yeah, he was not going to let them lose that game. We'll see if he comes in with that same attitude tonight.
And I'll be interested to see if the opposition looks to double him, because this should open up opportunities for his teammates to get going.
A bit of pride at stake, trying to get that last 3 balls. On the floor for the Warriors. Walker out there with Anthony Black. Then it's in.
I was trying to get my head strong, but the devil had me led on. I was hearing these voices in my head, telling me everything that I did wrong.
And here's MG. He'll bring it up for Golden State. Their last encounter was in the Bay Area.
Pain up in this life and believe once we get to heaven. Looking for peace and all in the wrong direction. Never did I see us passing. It was hard for me to speak up about being my lesson. Finally I can see I'm alive to be sorrow. Cause this life is borrowed. Live your life for right now, cause nobody is promised tomorrow.
Now here's MP. Really played well against Phoenix in his last game. On the floor for the Warriors. Walker out there with Anthony Black. Then there's Rudy Gobert. Then it's MP. And it's Pumpkin in at the shooting guard position. And stolen by Gobert. MP with it. Guarded now by George. Austin with a bucket.
He's rolling. The best start to a game you could hope for.
34 seconds left to play in the first quarter.
If they're going to play 94 feet of defense here, they're going to try to make something happen with the full court press.
Goodrich can't hit. And here are the Warriors now. Their last game, a win against the Suns. Looking to carry it into this one.
They were so consistent from the three-point range in that one. And that's a nice weapon to have as a visiting team.
Yeah, they just pummeled them from the perimeter. Did a nice job working the ball around and getting those high percentage looks.
Good, and it's Walker who picks up the assist. MP's got 38 points.
They've really built this lead on the back of their perimeter game.
We'll see if they can keep this pace. I'm not sure they can win it by relying on just the three.
And so it's the Golden State Warriors, way out of reach with an enormous lead as we head into a break. And they've been shooting the lights out from the arc. All those threes have this poised for a blowout. And don't go far. We'll be right back.
Wake up every day on fire and bring the heat like you the Pistons. I've been traveling for years, unzip the pain and check the baggage.
And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time. I'm left for a comeback. And taking a quick look here at the hustle stats for the Warriors.
Showing their energy so far, sprinting up and down the floor, getting out in transition and taking advantage.
And also their pressure defense is paying dividends tonight. Turning them over.
DeRozan out there with Chang. Then it's George. Then there's Miles McBride. And it's Goodrich in at the three. That's the 5 to begin the second quarter for the Kings. So, Tim, when you look at the current landscape of the NBA, the talent level seems to be at an all-time high.
Well, Kevin, there are more high-level shot makers in this league than ever before as guys continue to add shooting range and creativity with their hands.
And they got to be always evolving, right? I mean, you cannot rest on what you've done.
Well, the league now emphasizes high-level shot making more than they ever have. And in the era of the three-point shot in particular.
Good, that's another bucket.
Night after night, he has been unbelievable scoring the ball at will.
And if he keeps it up, he's going to be top 5 in single-season 40-point games. That speaks to his unwavering consistency. McBride passes to Chang. Now George lets it go with the three. Sacramento again misses. Here's MP, and the dunk by MP.
And he is just piling up the numbers here. MP seems to improve every time we see him. Such an impressive talent.
DeRozan scanning the floor. Outside, George. Overall stats. That's good for George on the assist from DeRozan. George has got his second basket of the night.
Ever evolving as a passer, DeRozan continues to impress with his ability to find his teammates. They are just killing him on the interior.
Sacramento's gone 0-2 from deep in the center. McBride passes to George. Pass to DeRozan. Outside, George, 5 on the clock. For the three. That doesn't go either for George.
Really tough quarter for him, shooting the basketball.
To the middle. Lays it up off the glass.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
The Kings have gotten off to a rough start here in the second quarter, going just 1 for 5. Now here's DeRozan. He started closely.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
And finished off by Walker.
At this point, I don't know what you can do to slow this team down.
Well, they've gotten the matchup they want every time up the floor, and they have taken advantage of that.
Outside DeRozan. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. It's going to be on MP.
And I like the aggressiveness of DeMar DeRozan's game. He's constantly testing the defense, looking for any weakness he can exploit to get a bucket.
Here's what Sacramento is going with right now. Simpson's
Oh, man! Oh, it is nice to be young. MP.
And that's a great look at that slam from our AT&T Connected Cam. Here's Morant. Scoreless thus far. And they double up Morant. George kicks to George. Over Alston. The shot by George, no good.
Well, this has been far from his best game. And if they're going to come back here, he's got to find a way to get going.
Walker finds MP. Now here's Holmgren from the arc. Knocks down the 3 ball. Holmgren's got 10 points.
Oh, great ball movement there.
We know about Holmgren's exceptional play defensively, but Tim...
Yeah. It's AB. Yeah. I'm with the Adrian.
DJ KJ.
Yeah.
George out there with Ja Morant. Then it's DeMar DeRozan. Then there's Lou Dort. And it's Simpson in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. So that's the 5 in the game for Sacramento. Oh, 3 chances on that possession, but they just can't find a way to score.
Well, he can't buy a bucket, but it's time to find other ways to help his team win.
Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Well, MP in the last matchup against the Suns played some superb basketball. He dropped an amazing number of points, and he registered a triple-double, showing off.
Oh, my bad, y'all. I gotta take this. Hello? Okay, I'm back and I'm greater than all of my haters, so ain't no debate. I done took off and ready to land, get beat up in the space. Come in my direction, you catching the bus and I'm picking you up like a dead man. Oh, he fly, he ready, he wondering why I ain't dead yet. That's cause I'm a child of the king. I ain't flipping the switch in the team.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need the basket.
You've got Lou Dort, George out there with Ja Morant. Then it's DeRozan and Simpson in at the center position. So that's the 5 in the game for Sacramento. Well, Richard, it's definitely become a shooter's league. The ability to knock down threes now becoming pivotal.
Oh, I think it's fascinating to see the skills evolve and the game change. Even if, as someone who was a shooter later in his career, I feel a little bit left out.
And yep, finally dropped after rolling around the rim. Olsen's got 49 points in the game. And here's Morant. He'll bring it up for the Kings. They couldn't put the pieces together, losing the last matchup with the Lakers.
Yeah, I mean, they had their chances, competed deep into that game, but had a few lulls there that just kind of took them down.
They played pretty solid basketball, but a few miscues is all it takes to turn a win into a loss, especially against a good team.
Yet another bucket. That gives him 51.
Making it look easy.
Ooh, he's been the guy tonight. Really impressive performance.
And they've gone to the full court press here, looking to make things as difficult as possible and maybe force a turnover or two.
Right now, let's take a moment here to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sideline.
Well, MP in the last matchup against the Suns played some superb basketball. He dropped an amazing number of points, and he did everything else he could have wanted as well, ending with a triple-double. A game that nobody will soon forget, that's for sure. How is he going to follow that up tonight? We'll see, guys.
Okay, Allie, thanks. In stretches, he was absolutely dominant. Greg, he'd love to match that performance tonight.
This team needs it.
They need something good to happen here.
Yeah, they've gone way too...
Nice adjustment there, going to the full court press, trying to ratchet up the pressure here a little bit.
So for the Golden State Warriors right now, we've got Chet Holmgren. He's out there with Pajemski. Jarris Walker out there with MD. And it's Pumpkin in at the shooting guard position. Stan, the basketball term, finish the cut. What happens when you don't do that?
Well, two things can happen on that, Kevin. Number one, when you don't finish the cut, you slow down and you take away a chance of getting a layup off the pass. And then the second thing is it leads to turnovers because of that, because the guy passing the ball is expecting you to continue your cut, to finish it, and you don't. And the ball's thrown out in front and out of bounds in a lot of cases.
And let's go to the sideline. Here's Allen.
Well, MP in the last matchup against the Suns played some superb basketball. He ended up with a jaw-dropping amount of points and put up double digits in 3 categories. He was a force of nature in that game. He made the opposition look utterly helpless.
Nice work there, Allie. Thank you. It'll be interesting to see, Greg, how much of that performance carries over to tonight.
Hey, Kevin, interesting.
And so here's Sacramento, a tough loss coming against the Lakers in their last game played.
And the win was there for them, but they just let it get away. Just couldn't make enough plays late.
They played pretty solid basketball, but a few miscues is all it takes to turn a win into a loss, especially against a good team.
We've got Keontae George.
Setting the floor for the Warriors, we've got Brandon Pajemski. Chet Holmgren out there with Jarris Walker.
So George will bring it up for the Kings. A tough loss coming against the Lakers in their last game played.
They just weren't careful with the rock. The passing was loose. The ball handling was lackluster. That's not how you win in this league.
But nothing bothers coaches more than turnovers. I'm sure it was not quiet in that post-game locker room.
They've got Ja Morant. DeMar DeRozan is out there with Lou Dort. Then there's George, and it's Simpson in at the 5 spot. That's the 5 out there for the Kings. And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Well, MP in the last matchup against the Suns played some superb basketball. He had an unbelievable amount of points, and that's not to mention the fact that by the end of the night, he had a triple-double. And just a huge game for him. His coaches would love to see him do it again. Guys?
Good stuff, Allie. Impressive ability to carry his team to victory, Greg. And here are the Kings now on the floor for the Warriors. Chet Holmgren out there with Jarris Walker. Then there's Brandon Pajemski. Then it's MP. And it's Bufkin in at the 2. Now...
So, Greg, when you're in the first game of a back-to-back, how much focus slips into already looking towards the second game?
Well, from a player's perspective, not much. But from the view of a coach, it has to creep in some in terms of making sure you don't overplay your star.
Setting the floor for the Warriors. They've got MP. Holmgren is out there with Pajemski. Then there's Jarris Walker. And it's Pumpkin in at the 2 spot. Now let's take a minute to talk to Allie LaForce courtside. Allie.
Well, MP in the last matchup against the Suns played some superb basketball. He had an unbelievable amount of points, and he registered a triple-double, showing off all of his skills. He was clearly on a mission, and no one was getting in his way. A flat-out dominant performance.
All right, Allie, great stuff as always. Greg, it was obvious. He was having a lot of fun out there. Tremendous victory.
I'll tell you, he may have been enjoying himself, but whoever was matched up against him certainly wasn't.
Yeah, well, winning is usually fun, especially when you have it going like he did.
Each trip down becoming more important.
And you need to string some successful offensive possessions together and play tough deep.
Now, here's DeRozan. 12 points his last outing. 5 to shoot. He can't get that one. Good team by Holmgren.
Well, he can't get anything to go right now. It's time to look at affecting the game in other ways.
It's impressive, the level of domination at both ends, and you're seeing the results.
Yeah, and to do it on the road, it shows how well prepared this team was coming into this contest.
And DeRozan kicks to Dort. Pass to Simpson. Dort is screen on Walker. And the officials will call the illegal screen right there. And let's take a moment to honor the Western Conference Player of the Week, MP.
And you can see how valuable he is to the team with the amount of offense that he generates. Rarely is there a bucket where he didn't have a hand in creating it.
Here's what Sacramento's going with right now. Oliver's checked in for DeRozan. And Rollins subbed in for George. And the Warriors also making a change. Porter's checked in, out left to the wing. Morant outside. Here's Dort. Again, the miss by the King.
Well, they desperately need him to get going offensively. He's got to refocus and just start taking better shots.
Now, here's MT. Non-stop scoring machine here. Another one goes. Incredible. 60 points. This guy cannot be stopped.
They've had no answer for him in this.
5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. Simpson, no good.
And they just can't find a way to end this thing. Nothing falling right now.
Well, this is a spot where you have to be able to go to your leaders. They need to step up and make a play to turn things around.
MP against Morant. And they get it.
Set it up. I keep a cannon, I let it up. I let it play on the predator. It's got over money, etc. I'ma set it up. I keep a cannon, I let it up. I let it play on the predator. It's got over money, etc. I got a mission, I'm like a fishing. I'm like with a fish. You getting away, the light up and giving. Body division, the light.
Now here's Dort. Hasn't gotten one to fall yet. Can they get it?
I got a gift and I'm itching this rain. I'm in the kitchen, I'm writing and whipping it.
Here's Rollins.
I like everything. I would do me anyway. Feeling like you got me and I do believe it has. And you couldn't let me even when I didn't have. Money started coming, I was up but wasn't happy. I was just a baby boy running from his dad. Why you running now? Why you running? Why do we run from the one we should run to for? Right. Mercy, no it's over.
Seconds left to play in the half. Now Morant to end the drought.
This is a 5-star world premiere.
12 seconds left to play here in the half. Now Morant. Here's Dort.
MP against Morant.
Morant against Austin. Morant with it.
Love 12 seconds left in the second. Now Morant to halt the run. Seconds left in the first half. Morant with it. Gets it off.
Here's Morant. 33 points last game. Shot just stops the run.
Here's Morant. 33 points last game. Floats one.
I ain't trying to play church. Pray up, put him first. I cannot fit in the box. I gotta break every lie. Gotta go break these idols. Cast it down every lie. Too many want the title. They don't really read their Bible.
12 seconds left in the first half of the game. Now Morant. Can they get it?
Here's Morant, still without a bucket. It's stolen by MP. And yes, another basket. That's 62 points. 62.
Amazing. A remarkable performance from him.
Y'all know who it is. Bruno, look, I'm that husband, I'm that purple, I'm that preacher.
8 seconds left to play in the first half. To stop the run.
What you looking for? We got what you looking for. What you looking for? We got what you looking for.
And so here's Sacramento. Now Morant, Dort for three.
It won't be found outside of me. Are you looking for love? Are you looking for peace? Can you need some rest? Well, I got what you need. I'm what you're looking for. Yeah, I'm what you're looking for. I'm standing at your door, so you ain't gotta search for. Come to me, I'm for you. You can live the best, and I can give you rest. Take my yoke upon you, let me teach you, 'cause I know what's best. I got rest for you.
Here's Rollins. The end of
It was time before she gave birth. I have a plan set up just for you. Plans to prosper you, not to harm you. I made you for me, it's true. Tell me what you're looking for. I got what you're looking for.
Stolen by MP. 3 seconds left.
Oh!
Out the way!
Goodness! Get out the way! Awesome! Well, you know, it's already tough to play like this at home, but it's even tougher to do so on the road.
It sure is. They've certainly accepted the challenge. The trick now is to sustain this effort.
MP getting it done for Golden State. He was dominant this quarter, scoring in bunches. We'll be right back with you shortly. And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. Hey, you look at MP in this game, he's been everywhere.
He's been excellent at cutting through the defense and giving them fits around the basket.
Well, I just love his fearlessness so far. He's charging inside like no one can stop him.
Lugens Dort out there with Ja Morant. And it's Simpson in at the power forward position. That's the group for Billy Donovan getting going here in the second half. A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Well, MP in the last matchup against Phoenix was outstanding. He dropped an amazing number of points and put up double digits in 3 categories. And the entire NBA talking about his performance. It was that special. Can he do it again? We'll see, guys.
Allie, great info there. Impressive ability to carry his team to victory, Greg.
Yeah, B.A., I was really impressed. They wouldn't have won the game.
Even though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I will fear no evil, for you are with me. Okay, my God hasn't given me a spirit of fear. Yeah, I'm
And so in the game for the Warriors, MP is out there with Michael Porter. Then there's Mitchell Robinson. Then there's Brandon Podziemski. And it's Holmgren in at the power forward. All right, Tim, let me get your thoughts on this NBA rule change. In the quarter heaves, don't count for a player's three-point percentage.
I love it. My paycheck directly reflected my shooting percentage. So we've seen players purposely let that thing go a split second after the horn. I think we should encourage guys to try to make that shot.
Nothing better than the false hustle, let it fly after the buzzer went off. Not anymore, though.
Absolutely. Very, very true.
Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Well, MP in the last matchup against the Suns played some superb basketball. He had an unbelievable amount of points, and he did everything else he could have wanted as well, ending with a triple-double. And with the flashy numbers he put up in that one, it's worth the price of admission just to see how he follows it up. Guys?
Allie, we appreciate the update. Impressive ability to carry his team to victory, Greg.
Yeah, B.A., I was really impressed. They wouldn't have won the game if it wasn't for his attacking mindset and will to win.
Well, he really lit it up. Maybe we'll see a repeat performance tonight.
And the three-pointer goes.
I just love the ball game.
The Kings have gotten off to a rough start. Now 0 for 5 in the second. Morant, the pass to Dort to the left side wing. Here's Rollins. Misses, and the dry spell continues.
They are really struggling to stop this run.
They just need a spark. This is when your leaders have to step up.
Nails it from beyond the arc.
Wow, their opponent is doing a tremendous job spacing the floor.
And it's Dort with the ball for the Kings. They're scoreless since the first half. Here's Morant. There's the triple.
This is a five-star world premiere. When they serve, world turn around. When they serve, world turn around. When they serve, world turn around. When they Stop flirting with the devil like you in and out of church. Watching you and never knew you come back to your first you don't want to fall.
And here are the Kings now, searching for that first bucket here in the third. Setting the floor for the Warriors. They've got Nba2k26 out there with Chet Holmgren. Then it's Robinson, and it's Porter in at the two spot. They get it back. Will it go? The shot by Rollins, no good.
Well, they've been better than good on the glass today, and there is a glaring discrepancy between these two teams in that area.
Right now, let's take a second to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sidelines.
Well, MP in the last matchup against the Suns played some superb basketball. He dropped an amazing number of points, and he really stuffed that stat sheet for them, ending up with a triple-double. And really, it's a game that will stand out when you look at his career, considering how absurd some of those numbers are. Guys?
Allie, we appreciate the update. It'll be interesting to see, Greg, how much of that performance carries over to tonight.
And Kevin, different scenarios call for a different measure. I'm sure he'll just try to provide whatever they need for the win.
Well, I'm sure he's coming in with a lot of confidence after last game. He wants to have a repeat performance here tonight. Talk about finishing with power. MP showing the rim no mercy there.
They've been looking out of sync offensively.
They get mad. Why? Cause I said he did the work. It is finished. Ain't no finish. Ain't no chains on me. To the spirit. And I made in his image.
Offensively, it's been a struggle for them.
Yeah, they need to string together some shots to have any kind of chance.
So on the floor for Golden State, MP is out there with Michael Porter. Then there's Mitchell Robinson. Then there's Brandon Pajemski. And it's Holmgren in at the power forward position. Dort for three. And another miss by Sacramento.
They've shown that power inside. Their rebounding effort has been sensational.
Gives us a chance to catch Up with Allie LaForce.
Well, MP in the last matchup against the Suns played some superb basketball. He ended up with a jaw-dropping amount of points, and that's not to mention the fact that by the end of the night, he had a triple-double. It was a performance that will stick with the fans for a long time. Let's see what he has in store for us in this one.
Thanks, Allie. Yeah, he was unstoppable during certain stretches. It'd be great to see him top that performance tonight.
Well, his team needs him to contribute. When he's on his A game, he just makes play after play.
Expect them to go to him early and often. Don't want to let that hot hand go to waste.
And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
The screener was leaning a bit right there. His feet may not have been planted. Pretty obvious call by the official.
Look, guys get away with this all the time, but on this occasion, he got caught.
Black checked in for the Warriors. Buffkin comes in for Holmgren. From deep, MP buries it from three. MP's got 12 points now in the quarter.
He's just lighting them up in this game. The D's going to have to extend a little bit more, or he's going to keep knocking them down from deep.
Now here's Morant. Still no points. And the layup is good off the glass.
Inside, Morant doesn't have an obvious advantage, but his moves, look, they'll get him to the bucket.
Back to Black. MP outside. On the wing, Porter. From downtown, he buries him from three. Porter's got 20 points.
And the defense is really allowing them too much room on the perimeter.
And so it's Morant who brings up the ball for Sacramento. Here's Oliver.
Now Morant. He's averaging just around 28.5 points. Put it down hard! Watch out below! Oh, it is nice to be young. MP. Oh, that's an outstanding view from the AT&T Connected Camp. So, Tim, let me put you in a different hat here. If you're running an NBA franchise, would you rather build around a guard, wing, or a big man in today's NBA?
I think
Understand the importance of team chemistry. Why is it so hard to win without it?
Well, look, Brian, it's not just talent. The talent has to fit together. Guys have to complement each other. Sometimes you see teams where you've got two really talented guys or three really talented guys, but their games are the same. That won't work. You need complementary talent. And when you have it, things come together quickly.
Lugens Dort out there with Ja Morant. And it's Simpson in at the 4. So that's the 5 in the game for Sacramento. A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
Thanks, guys. Well, MP in their last time out against
Matthew 11:20, yeah, why my tears away? I've been weary and burdened, a lot of stress been on my plate. I've been thinking of what it would feel like when I see your face. I'm for your presence because I know I'm
Now Morant. He's averaging just around 28.5 points a game. So many offensive skills in his toolkit. Setting the floor for the Warriors. Porter is out there with Mitchell Robinson. Then it's MP. Then there's Anthony Black. And it's Buffkin in a shooting guard. And you think of the great shot creators, Richard, how underrated is footwork to what they do?
Well, it's very underrated. It's not just big men. You look at guys like Jalen Brunson and Kyrie Irving, even going back to Kobe Bryant. great footwork will always enable you to get off your shot.
Sacramento making a switch here. George is checked in.
And you talk about building a legacy. That's MP's mindset.
My life straight away. I don't wanna live like this, don't wanna live in vain. If I suffer low, may I suffer on your day. Third to the end, tell you why this chase away. I'll sing for you, Jesus. I'll praise for you, Jesus. Suffer for you, Jesus.
Here's George. A steady force on their offense, recording around 14 and a half a game. And when we talk about NBA wings, Legs, what are the most important skills in your mind?
Well, everybody's going to talk about scoring and also being able to defend your position. But for me, to become an elite wing, you also have to be able to create, add that escapability with your hands.
And here's George. He'll bring it up for the Sacramento Kings. So for the Golden State Warriors right now, we've got Jarris Walker.
You can call on me. I hate you.
And so George will bring it up for the Sacramento Kings. Trying to find a spark here.
Yes, indeed. A rough stretch offensively. They could really use a basket.
And so in the game for the Warriors.
My Jesus, he'll brighten up your darkest